Hello and welcome to another session. In this session we are going to explore the inner depths of our mind, our unconscious processes, so that we may be able to create a powerful system where we can tap the resources in our mind to become more intelligent. Use those areas that are underutilized and make those parts that operate more efficiently. Our minds are programmed from the day we are born through our educational and social systems to operate in a certain fashion, certain manner. And that manner may not be the most efficient. For example, the way we memorize things is rather inefficient. We try to memorize things haphazardly without a system. That's why we keep forgetting names, places, events, even the things that we learn and that we have little interest in. For example, people find learning biochemistry words or things that are mathematical rather difficult because they involve formulas and things that are foreign to them. They have no way to associate these things to existing memories to create a bond that will help them to remember. Similarly, the way we read is very, very inefficient because we learn to verbalize the words that we read. When our eyes see it, it doesn't automatically trigger the meaning of the word. That's why we need to verbalize it. And that's verbalizing also slows us to the point that we can only understand and read at the speed of our speech. That's why speed reading has become so difficult, because people don't know how to go beyond their verbalized reading speed. And these kind of things are very, very difficult to overcome if you have been ingrained with these kind of techniques and methods throughout your life. You might be asking yourself, well, these things I've heard, these things are there, but how do I implement them? How can I make them part of my life? And the reason you are listening to this is because you are curious. You want to learn how you can do it and learn to do it fast. The way our unconscious mind works is it learns extremely fast. For example, you learn the fears extremely fast, instantaneous. We learn things so fast that our unconscious mind gets bored when it's too slow. That's why if you are looking at pictures in a book all at once, you will be seeing things in a more concise manner. But if you try to turn page after page and trying to figure out what's going on, it will take a hell of a long time. And time is very precious. This is the reason why we are on this journey to become more resourceful. And to achieve that, we must reprogram our mind to be able to open the doors for success. Success comes when we understand that we can do things in a different way. So let us begin, and the way we begin is we turn off our cell phones or computer devices or equipment that is electronic within the vicinity, and make sure that you are in a reclining position, and to make sure that you will not be disturbed for the duration of 30 to 45 minutes while you go through this experience. Please do remember that you have to be in a calm, reasonable state, and you should make sure that you are not operating in a vehicle or engaging in an activity. This should be solely done when you are free to do the things that I'm about to tell you, which is to listen and follow. And this is a very simple process. The process will take approximately 30 to 40 minutes. And when you finish this process, you will be refreshed, revigorated, and feeling wonderful at the end of it. It's as if you have taken a long nap and feel very revived. But at this time, what is important is that you find a comfortable spot, preferably a reclining position, and not a lying one, so that you keep your attention on the words that you hear and follow instructions. And when you're ready, please unfold your arms and legs and lay on your back, and make sure your head is resting in a comfortable position, and begin to look at a point up in the ceiling or up in front of you, and your eyes will need to fixate and look at this point. As you look at this point, your focus may shift. This is a signal that you are becoming more unconscious, and if you have been listening to our recordings, do remember that you can go instantly into a state of hypnosis, the point of which can happen very quickly and rapidly, as I say, sleep. And at this time, if you are only listening the first time around, just remember that you are going to be having a state where you can hear every word that I say, follow my instructions to the T, and understand that this is all for your benefits, and you will become more and more trained. Your unconscious mind will become more and more receptive to the instructions. And every time you listen to this recording or in any one of our recordings, you can instantly fall into a state of achieving unconscious state, which is hypnotic state. And this can happen very, very easily as you hear each word that I speak, and each time I say sleep. This sleep will not be this kind of sleep that you normally know. It will be the kind of sleep where you'll become very attuned, highly sensitive to the words that you hear, and you will react to these words while your unconscious mind makes all the right choices. And as the choices that you make become more evident, you will understand that your unconscious mind has this mind of its own, that it is in charge. It controls the temperature in your body, the heartbeat, the thoughts in your mind, and the way that everything operates in your body. It's highly efficient, and it also knows how to direct your attention to the right things, like noticing certain details while ignoring the others. And you can ensure that you are in perfect condition to be receptive by allowing that all that you're doing right now, that you are in control. And as you are in control, you might understand that you are just simply following instructions, like getting route directions in a car with your cell phone, giving you instructions where to turn. And you can at any time turn a different direction, but you choose to follow these instructions because it's going to lead you to the right path, to find the right processes, so that you can make the alterations and the changes that you need, so that you may be able to achieve these goals that you set out. And this goal may be become more intelligent, more resourceful, so that your mind works more efficiently. And that is simply done by reorganizing your thought process, allowing your unconscious mind to make all the necessary changes. As you make these changes, you will find yourself more and more attuned with life, and you become more and more efficient. Your mind will work a lot faster and easier, and you will see that you are becoming more clear in your thinking, and this is the outcome. You will also find that you will have more time for yourself during the day because you get things done faster. And this is the way we begin, by letting our conscious mind open up. As you look at that spot and keep your eyes focused there, make sure that you keep your attention there. Notice you are breathing in. As you breathe in, notice how your lungs are all coming up and your chest is rising. And as you briefly hold your breath, you will allow this breath to come out very so softly, allowing your body to relax, in signaling to your body that you are in a state of relaxation. And the state of relaxation will continue to expand from your lungs to your stomach to your back, and this relaxation sensation can have a color or a warm feeling, and this is totally normal. Allowing your unconscious mind processes to allow its own course to take over. As these unconscious processes allow your muscles to relax, you will find your ligaments and joints becoming more supple and loose, and you can turn your palms up towards the ceiling now, allowing the heat to build up in your palms. At any time, if you feel warmness in your palms, this is a signal that you are also becoming unconscious. And when you are becoming unconscious, some people are very skeptical because they think that they are not in a state of trance, and this is obviously normal for people who have not been into a state of trance, but this is going to happen very naturally and easily. As you begin to descend, you will find yourself becoming more and more loose, and you will find your muscles relaxing. And as your muscles relax, your mind can go deeper and deeper with each word you hear and each breath you take. And the sensation of relaxations can eventually allow your shoulders to sink in towards the resting place that you have, allowing your chest to relax, your neck to relax, your throat to relax. And as the sensation of relaxation climbs towards your head, you will find that you are becoming more and more clear and in notice of your sensations where the muscles and have had tension. And as you relax these tensions, you'll find places that you have normally not noticed, like the back of your ears and your hairs becoming very, very loose, because those are places that we also hold tension in. And as you find yourself relaxing, you might find the muscles around your forehead and around your eyes just becoming more and more loose, your eyes becoming more and more in focus and falling out of focus as it becomes very tired. And this tiredness is very normal because our minds are not used to keeping things looking in one spot. And if you feel that you're ready to close your eyes, you can do so now as you enter into a deep state of sleep. And we can say sleep now because you are in a state of trance. And if you feel that you need to take a bit longer before you close your eyes, this is totally normal. And this is just a process that some people take a little longer, but they go into a deeper state of trance. And as you go into this deep state of trance, you'll find yourself even more relaxed as you descend down, and your mind takes a stage where it is going to allow the processes to run really, really fast, allowing you to go into a deep state of relaxation. As you relax, you will find your breath even getting more shallow, more and more smooth, easier. And this is just like the baby's breath, and this is how you should see yourself. Each time you breathe out, you relax more, and more you relax, the more easily you'll find yourself going into a trance. And as you go into a deep trance with each word you hear from me, and each time you hear my voice, you will be in a deeper state of trance. And each time you go into a trance, you'll become more and more attuned to the words. And then as you become more and more attuned, you'll find yourself going into a deep state, because this is how your mind is trained to learn instructions, form habits, learn the processes, the unconscious processes. If at any time you're in a position where you have not been hypnotized or been in a trance before in the same fashion with instructions, know that this is just totally natural, that we go into trance every day. It may be times when we are listening to something or when we are driving, we forget to make our exit, or we get caught up in the thought and we find ourselves that we are in a totally different place. It might be sometimes that we find ourselves just thinking about something and forget the passage of time, and this is totally normal. This is also a state of trance. The difference between that trance and this trance is that this is induced, and that means this is far superior and deeper and produces a more profound change than anything else you might have experienced. The changes will be so beneficial. You'll find your health becoming better, your mind working better, and this is very natural. Some people become almost addicted to the feeling of hypnosis because it's such a soothing, relieving experience, just like meditation. And meditation is also a form of trance, and that we go into that trance when we meditate for extended periods of time. The Zen monks have been meditating for many, many centuries, and they have noticed that as they enter into a state of trance, their minds just become more and more detached, allowing their unconscious mind to work better and more efficiently, and allowing them to notice things they have not noticed before. And this is very, very natural. As you do so, you might find your breath getting more and more supple, more and more easy as it flows out of your lungs, allowing your body to sink in more. You might find yourself more and more heavy and experiencing gravity. In fact, your arms can become heavy like lead, as if they are concrete blocks weighed down. And then if at any time you feel like your arms are very heavy and your fingers are very heavy, you might find them unmovable. inability to control them is just totally normal. You might want to even test them, but if you test them, you find that they are kind of blocked. And if you do, it just means that you're following the instructions very well. And as you descend into a deeper state of relaxation, as you realize that you're in a deep state of trance, this is just a natural process as we follow ourselves going down to a state of unconsciousness that has very profound experiences for us. Most people say, I do not know when I go into a trance. It's not about when you go into a trance. It is how you go into a trance that really matters. And you'll find that you are going into a trance in a natural state. And that is, some people experience it really rapidly because they have trained their unconscious mind to be more receptive, like you are doing now. And certain people may require a bit more time to be able to do so. And that's all very natural. It's like learning to ride a bicycle. As you learn to pedal along, you'll find yourself keeping more in balance and being more in control, and the bicycle moves all by itself. And if you have been doing this for a while, you know that this is going to be a very natural and pleasant experience as you allow the relaxation to continue to descend down your legs all the way down to your toes, and you may feel the tense sensations under your feet, and this is totally okay, realizing that you're in a state of trance. And as you descend to those parts and notice these, you also notice that your unconscious mind descends down to a deeper and more profound level of relaxation. And this state of relaxation is going to allow you to expand these feelings of abundance and learning capabilities. Now I would like you to allow yourself to drift down and take an elevator down. We're going to go from 20 to 1, and this is going to allow you to just relax with each step, each level. And you can think of it like going 20 times deeper as the elevator is descending. You are in the elevator now. Press 1, the doors will close and the descension will begin. And as it goes down, you'll notice that you are becoming more and more profound, more lost in your thoughts. Your unconscious processes become more and more in presence, allowing you to drift down, more relaxed. And as you allow yourself to deep seeking, you'll find yourself just relaxing even more as it goes down to 15, 13, 12, 10, 8, 7, and you find yourself going 6, 5, and 4, and 3, 2, 1, and 0. This is a very, very deep state of relaxation, very much like the ones where they have these kind of relaxations in a state of coma, where you're totally unaware of things, except this time you're hearing everything and receiving these commands, allowing changes to occur naturally within your mind. And this is where we're going to make changes. As the doors open, you step out, you're going to see this beautiful landscape, and this is the landscape your imagination has been able to create all by itself. You can see the luscious green fields and trees, and you can see butterflies and sunshine, and you notice that this is a wonderful place. This is where you're going to be able to find all the resources that you're looking for. Everything is light, and you can move very speedily and fast through the pathways and walkways because you're almost in a floating state, which is you do not need to exert any effort. Your body becomes weightless. And as you travel, you find that there is going to be a castle up in the further. It's all white and beautiful and glistening, and it's got this beautiful glow. As you approach this, you'll notice that it is the castle of unconsciousness. As you are going to be entering this castle, you notice that it is welcoming you. And if you are looking at it for the first time, you notice that it seems a bit familiar. If you have not been here before, it's only because you have not been taking notice of it. And then as you approach, the doors begin to open and you enter almost in a floating manner. And this is where you're going to find all the information, all the changes that you're going to be needing. This is where your supercomputer works, allowing you to make the changes. Up ahead, you're going to see that there's a chair, and this is the chair of change. We're going to go and sit in that chair and allow ourselves to experience reality from a different perspective. And this is going to be a very different perspective because you're going to find yourself drifting down further as you sit down and allowing yourself to really, really relax. And this is where we're going to make those changes very permanent. And so let's begin. Have a seat, and before you is going to appear this humongous large screen almost floating in the air. This is where you're going to be experiencing things in the past and the future. And this is where you're going to be able to perform things that are going to make things a lot easier. Now I want you to imagine and wait for your unconscious mind to reveal to you how you learn. And you're going to see that it is kind of a mess because it is filing information more haphazardly. So this is why you're having a bit of difficulty. And you're going to allow the command center, which is going to appear. It's like a huge nuclear reactor with lots of buttons and lots of dials. And this is where the changes are going to happen automatically as you command them, because it's voice operated, and you say, make changes, organize, and work more efficiently. And now the mind is just going to make changes. You may hear sounds in your mind that the machinery is at work and it has begun to reverse the negative effects of improper thinking and organizing. Now the mind will begin to make changes that are permanent to allow you to store information more efficiently, to recall information more efficiently, and attach emotions to feelings and feelings to information. And this is all very important. Now, emotions and feelings, they may be the same word to you, but feelings is what you feel. Emotions are just the words that we attach to meaning to. So for a person to be happy might mean certain things, but to another person it might mean a totally different thing. But feeling is what you experience, so this is how we're going to name it. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to look at things that you have done in the past that were not so efficient and observe them on the screen. Now imagine yourself doing things a little differently, where you are able to recall things faster and work more efficiently, produce better work, and not be slowed down by processes that were inefficient. Now you're going to be able to make things a lot easier and smoother by allowing you to make changes that are permanent, by allowing yourself to make programming, planning, allowing each compartment in your mind to have a specific purpose. Like when you are going to be doing a specific task, you will be able to access this part of your mind very efficiently. And as your mind becomes more compartmentalized, and you're going to find that each section has its own purpose and they are interconnected, but one doesn't overlap the other, allowing you to operate things in a more streamlined fashion, like an assembly plant. Information comes in, gets processed, and delivered into the right path so that it can be stored efficiently. Like packages going into certain destinations, they're all divided, go into these beautiful locations where they can be stored and processed. And as you make these changes more permanently, you command your center to say these things are permanent and they will remain permanent, and your unconscious mind will make all the necessary changes to allow these processes to be more efficient. And the learning process will begin. Now we are going to switch to another channel, and this is going to be the part of learning. And learning is going to be very easy because you're going to be able to recall things a lot faster and smoother, because as you see things, you're going to make visual attachments and cues to make you remember. For example, if you wanted to remember a person's name, you're going to attach a meaning to that name and a meaning to that face. So that face might have a constant name, like John will have a J, or you might see that person as John the Baptist, or some figure that you may know that you can recall easily. And it's similarly, you'll be able to recall information like formulas and chemical formulas and math formulas very easily, because you're going to attach letters and words to meanings. So for example, M might mean might, or it might mean Mike, and you might be using these in a formula. So a simple formula like 4 times M equals 12 might be 4 mics equals 12, and 12 might be 12 apostles. And this is all done automatically as your mind makes these adjustments and attachments, allowing your unconscious mind to work properly and efficiently. as these are silly sometimes. It is totally normal because your mind doesn't understand silly, it understands recall and organization, and whatever organization that you may use is going to benefit you in the long run. And as you adapt these things in a permanent manner and allow your unconscious mind to make these choices more efficiently, you're going to realize that you are in total control of your unconscious processes when the time comes to learning and to recall information that is important to you. And as you make these changes, you're going to do one more change, and that is planning. Planning is very essential. Planning means knowing what to do, when to do, and prioritize so that you may be able to recall things at the right time and make things more efficient so that you are able to meet your goals and meet your timelines. And these timelines might take a bit of time to organize, but you're going to find each day you make plans and you plan your day accordingly, allowing the time for each process and prioritize them so that you do things that are essential first before you attend to other matters. And as you attend to these matters, things are going to work very smoothly because your mind is not going to be overwhelmed with so many things, and you will know what to do, when to do. This is totally normal, and you command your mind to make these changes very rapidly as the command dials are in progress. The computers in your system are running very, very efficiently, and they're all connected to your thought processes so that you know how to do, when to do, and how you're going to proceed from day one at this very moment. And these changes, as they become more permanent, you are able to absorb them. Now the screen goes blank and allowing you to make internalization of these processes. And as you go there into a deeper state, you may choose to close your eyes in that moment, and you'll find yourself drifting into a different state as you observe yourself in the state of trance, seated, and you're actually observing yourself in a very, very deep, profound state, allowing these changes to be made. And now you enter into your body and you are able to open your eyes. As you open your eyes, they become more permanent, and as you open your eyes, you realize that you are in a state of trance more profoundly as you close them again, allowing yourself to drift down further and further. And now you may be able to get up from the chair and move along this castle, the castle of unconsciousness. With each step, you are going to be more deeper into a state of trance that is going to remain in effect for as long as you need to, and every time you listen to this recording, it's going to become more and more evident and stronger. And each time you take the elevator down from the 20th floor, it's going to become 20 times deeper and more profound. And every time you hear my voice and I command you to go to sleep in a state of unconsciousness, you'll be able to do this instantly and achieve it very fast. As you close your eyes, your head might drop down and allowing you to stand on your feet if you need to, and you will become totally receptive to my commands, and you will be able to follow instructions very, very carefully to the T, and allow these processes to become permanent. As you keep walking and each step you take, you become more and more attuned to these commands, and the doors will open and you exit your unconscious processes. And this is where you're going to be in a state of profound serenity and peace. And as you float and walk along, you will find that you are leading your way, and this is the way that you are going to be seeing the world in a way that is serene, peaceful, and zen-like. And as you make your way back to the elevator, this is going to end this journey shortly. This is going to be the point where you have made permanent changes, and you will be listening to this recording for a period of 21 days before you go to sleep. And this is because 21 days is necessary to make permanent changes more become habitual, and the habit forming takes 21 days. And if you are going to be doing this very, very rapidly and successfully, you must make sure that you set a time in your day to make these changes and listen to this recording. And as you make these changes, you're going to drift down into a state of profound relaxation where your unconscious mind will obviously accept all the changes that are about to happen. At times when your mind makes these profound changes, you may feel that you need to sleep a little bit longer, and this is totally normal. But you will find your life has improved, your thinking has become clear, and you can plan your day better, and you will be on your way to success a lot sooner than you would have been. And now as you enter the elevator, the doors will close. Now you're going to be ascending up towards the 20th floor. Then when you reach the 20th floor, it will have you becoming conscious of your environment, but not until you reach the 20th floor. And as these doors close, you press 20 and you'll become more and more attuned to your senses now. As the elevator will start ascending towards the second and third floor, you'll find yourself more and more peaceful, like you're taking a long nap. You'll find yourself more and more relaxed. As you go up the processes 5, 6, and 7, you'll find that you are becoming more clear in your thinking. You'll find that things are working a lot smoother and that you're feeling peace and serenity as you go up to 9, 10, and 11. And as you come up a little bit more, you're feeling like you have taken a long nap, just totally relaxed, totally peaceful. And as you get up to 14, 15, and 16, you become more and more aware of your environment. And as we go up to 17, 18, and 19, you'll find that you can stay in the state for a bit longer. And as we reach the 20th floor, you don't have to open your eyes right away. Just notice that you're in this state of trance and you're slowly maybe merging out of it, but this is totally normal. And if you decide that you want to take a long nap after this, you can just close your eyes after we open them for a brief time, or you can keep your eyes closed. This is totally natural, but if you have things to do during the day, or if you want to plan on doing something else, you may go about it. Otherwise, you can just allow yourself to drift down and go to sleep. And for those who want to just go about your day, you can just exit out of the elevator and allow yourself to become aware of your environment. And in due time, when you're ready, you can close your eyes and open them once more, confirming that you are receiving these commands. And each time you receive these commands, you're going to be more and more unconscious. As you open your eyes, you become aware of your environment, noticing that you are in a state of relaxation, and this is going to be peaceful. Please remember, do not move too fast. Just enjoy this experience. Internalize the feeling so you may be able to come back to this feeling again. And do remember that it takes 21 days to form a habit, so I recommend that you listen to this recording for 21 days in a row. If at any time you miss a day or two, then you can add that to the end of the 21 days so that it may take 25 to 26, sometimes a bit longer. This is totally normal, but to remember, repetition makes things easier for your mind to process. Now that you have benefited from this, to remember that you will notice changes in your life and allow that changes a lot to happen in your life naturally and be feeling excited about it. And we recommend that once you have made these changes, that you drop us a feedback and allow us to learn that you have benefited from this, and allow others to share this video so that they may also learn. At a future date, when you need other improvements in other areas of your life, like sleeping or other things like attracting money to yourself, you may be able to do that through these other hypnotic videos or guided meditations. We highly recommend you do those as well. And please remember to like and subscribe our video. And now that we have completed this session, I would like you to thank yourself for bringing this experience, allowing yourself to make all these changes. And do remember that you are in control of your life and your destiny, and you're going to be able to shape it the way you wish it to be. Please remember that you should seek goodness and kindness and show kindness to others, because life is a circle. A circle of goodness brings a circle of goodness to you, and if you bring evil, it will bring evil back to you. So please remember the goodness and kindness and sharing compassion to others. I thank you for listening. I look forward to seeing you in our next session.